Hi, Greg Munden here for mealsfortruckers.ca. Something a little different today. We're in Kamloops, trying to make sure we're 6 feet apart, and I'm meeting with John Zubak. So we decided that this skidder tire is exactly 6 feet in diameter, so we think we're perfect.
Yeah, it's like 12 chickens, 1 moose, or a skidder tire.
Exactly. So thanks for joining me, John. You know, something a little different. I obviously have spent lots of time shooting videos around sponsorships and, you know, the gracious people that have continually donated to this cause, which has been outstanding. You know, today I thought, what a great opportunity for me to get together with John. John's the owner of Zubak and Associates, consulting firm, and I do work with John in other areas, but I reached out to John really early on in the Meals for Truckers program to help with, as we discovered this was going to be more than just a one food truck initiative in Kamloops, to really help strategize about how we roll this out. And John, I wanted to first of all take the opportunity to say thanks. You know, you donated a lot of time, a lot of expertise to helping get this thing moving really in the early days, and I really appreciate the time you spent.
Well, you know, it's been a ton of fun working a lot with technology companies. This is interesting to actually see. We talk about things going viral and taking off in a hurry. This was one of those weird cases where you had a lot of people thinking about truckers, and they were hearing the stories about them not getting in to be able to get a meal, find a bathroom and stuff. And you know, Greg mentioned to me a couple of times, and you know, it's every time we talked about it, you were surprised someone else wasn't doing something, and then really realized that you needed a person to begin it. And when Greg got going on it, it was just amazing to see how much of the industry, the public, and what it meant to the truckers, and being part of it is great.
It was awesome. I mean, I learned a ton. I mean, we've been doing lots of work with social media in our own business for a period of time, but you know, when you strike on the right thing that resonates with people, and I mean, we're talking about trucking industry competitors, we're talking about suppliers to the industry, we're talking about Chevron, you know, fuel locations that are welcoming non-Chevron customers onto their property to take part in this. And I think that was the amazing thing. And then the energy that just developed on its own around it. I just learned a ton. I mean, you've probably seen this maybe many times in the past in the work that you do, but for me, it's new.
Yeah, you know, you don't see things take off the way they did it so fast. And you're right, there was a lot of people that were thinking about it. But this wasn't like selling a product or advertising. This was really about pure emotion and care that was coming from people. And that's why you see people from all industries and competitors getting together, because it was a one cause that was bringing everyone in, and it's still continuing. Every week I see you on and you're taking more checks from people. I got a little bit scared when Greg said, come on out, we'll do a video together, because usually he's getting a check from someone. And just
what, you didn't bring a check? Come on. Well, it's been you know, never in my life in you know 31 years or something in trucking would I probably have thought that a trucking company would be sponsoring a meal truck to supply meals to drivers that work for other companies. And I mean, those kind of stories, or an owner operator who has 2 trucks in Kamloops steps up and sponsors meals for an entire day for, you know, colleagues and just people that are out on the road with him. I wouldn't have seen that. I wouldn't have expected to see that. And it's been incredible experience. And you know, I really do credit you. We've had Adrot Technologies, who you encouraged me to bring in early on to, you know, move us from a Facebook platform, which you initially started on our behalf, and then pushed us to develop a website to, you know, I think, well, I mean, you tell us, better disseminate the information. I mean, keep information in front of people and make this thing live.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's going to live and be relevant for not just through this crisis, but it's also now a platform, whether we have floods, fires, you name it. It's an easy means for your industry to be able to continue to communicate the important things. And it's through crisis and challenge that we really bring out the best in people. And I think this really shows that as an industry, how tight you are, even though you compete with one another, because it does bring you together. So being part of it, and it did take someone to begin and get that first push going, and you know, you got that moving, and that snowball is rolling and has continued to build. And let's hope that we get back to a better normal of whatever that is. But even if we have to be at this for a longer period of time, I think it's making it easier for those that have to hop in a truck every day to feel motivated and to know that they've got an industry behind them, and probably some new people, just like there's new people looking to get into the medical field and the nursing field. There will be new people wanting to get into the trucking industry because they realize that it's a solid industry and it's well supported by the community.
Yeah. No, it's been a fun time. Sincerely appreciate you steering me in the background oftentimes, and you know, really appreciate the work that you do. So.
All right, welcome. It's so hard not to reach out and want to shake your hand at this point.
Isn't it though? Yeah.
But we're gonna stick with like a little wave here.
Sounds good.
Thanks for having me over here, and it's a big tire.
Thanks, John.